Allahim la, Allahayna wa Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, wa Malakia by Hashem, Harawat, Bakakwadash, Barakathum, the water by Babal, wa Kwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and city Shalom. Today we're gonna get into a video where Donald Trump, he was on a talk show, he was on a Howard Stern show. I forgot when this was recorded, but he admitted to dealing with young girls. Now, I'm not saying he's guilty in this incident, but you have to admit this man been deflecting ever since this shit hit mainstream like he's guilty. Now, anybody with any type of psychological background, they can easily determine that this man has been lying the whole time. He's constantly giving off psychological cues that tell you that he's lying. Prime example, every time he's asked about it, he gets angry. Number two, he's always trying to deflect, change the subject. Those are not the actions of an innocent man. Matter of fact, the actions of an innocent man would be, I can't wait to prove my innocence. Yes, let's talk about it because these people in this country think I'm guilty. Those would be the words and actions of an innocent man. But he's demonstrating words and actions of a guilty man all day. Blind people can see this man is guilty. He's at a point now where any lie will do. You know, I just need something to distract him. Look at the links he went to. He said he's going to unleash the Martin Luther King files. He done found some shit on Obama where he rigged the election. Okay, in 2016, which Donald Trump won by the way. So my point is this. If you're going to bring that out and accuse this man of rigging the election, were you in cahoots? Because you the only one benefited from it because he won the election. So he just mindless all over the place, desperate, impulsive lies as usual. But let's go ahead and grab this video. I want to show you what I'm talking about. This is on the Keith Richards channel, Unearthed Audio, Trump admits to sleeping with girls. But first, let's get a disclaimer because I don't want YouTube tripping. You know, they're going to protect they daddy. Just like the rest of this country. This whole country going to protect their daddy. They're going to let the wicked walk around free, murdering, killing, stealing. But at the same time, they locking up the innocent. So that should tell you what kind of kingdom you in. If they locking up innocent people like hardened criminals, but the wicked get to do shit like this, yeah, you are in a wicked kingdom all day, which is about to be destroyed. The water Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because we tired of this place and we tired of these lying ass people. We tired of these thieves. We tired of these murderers. We tired of these pedophiles. We tired of the whole alphabet soup community, all that bullshit. We tired of it. Copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Now, I got another little tidbit of information. This is a newspaper clipping from People magazine back in 1998. And this is a direct quote from Donald Trump himself. And he says, if I were to run, I'd run as a Republican. they're the dumbest group of voters in the country. They believe anything on Fox News. I could lie and they still eat it up. I bet my numbers would be terrific. So when he says that they're the dumbest group of voters in the country, you know who he's referring to. The same people that exhaust this man's words, his lies to the clouds, and can't do no wrong. You MAGA people. That's who he's talking about. Let's go ahead and grab this interview, though. I want y'all to hear this.
Yeah, shit, and admitted to it. Here we have unearthed footage. More and more stuff's coming out. I don't think this is the end. I think it's just the beginning. More and more stuff's coming out where Donald Trump is clearly showing that there is some type of perversion that he has towards young women, young girls. Here's this clip.
What is the best thing about being Donald Trump right now?
Well, other than the fact I'm married, okay?
Right.
And I'm very happily married. I have a great wife. But if I weren't married, I'd be able to get all of the girls I want, except for possibly Robin.
Do you think you could now be banging 24-year-olds?
Oh, absolutely. I have no trouble.
Would you do it?
I have no problem.
Yeah, do you have an age limit, or would you?
No, I have no age. I mean, I have an age. I don't want to be
the
like
upper bracket
Foley with 12-year-olds.
Can I make a prediction for you?
Yes.
Did you hear that? He says he would stop at 12 years old. That's his limit. That he would sleep with anyone below that age. I believe him. I believe him. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And this is just more proof that there is some there. And we also saw, of course, that letter from the Wall Street Journal where Donald Trump said that he shared secrets with Jeffrey Epstein. It doesn't seem like it was much of a secret, but I think we all know what he was talking about now. And I am just completely disgusted. I'm disgusted that this is our president. It's just appalling. It's appalling, but we're not going to let up. We're not going to let up. And we're also not going to let up on this, where Donald Trump, because he doesn't know how the hell to govern, we're experiencing a record high in food prices.
Wolf, new this morning, more soaring prices at the grocery store, but it's not eggs draining your wallet this summer. The Department of Agriculture says the cost of beef is hitting record highs across the country. Let's go to CNN business and politics correspondent Vanessa Yurkevich. Vanessa, break down these numbers for us.
All right, y'all can watch the rest of that. I just wanted y'all to hear that confession. So, I mean, all roads point to him being guilty as all I does. So, this man just admitted to that he's willing to take a young girl's innocence. How does that make you feel, MAGA? That's your leader. Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked to cover the face of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? That's why this man is still walking around free. Just a walking curse. But meanwhile, he locking up the innocent people of the northern kingdom. So yeah, you in a wicked ass kingdom that's about to be destroyed. The water, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Let me see what this one is. Job chapter 24, start at verse 15. The eye also of the adulterer waited for the twilight, saying, no eye shall see me, and disguise of his face. In the dark they dig through houses, which they had marked for themselves in the daytime. They know not the light. For the morning is to them even as a shadow of death. If one know them, they are all in terrors of the shadow of death. See? He's opportunist. He wait for the right time, thinking don't nobody know what's going on. See? He says, the eye of the adulterer waited for the twilight, saying, no eye shall see me, in disguise of his face. That's what it's basically saying. Most of the cheating and adultery takes place at night, and people slick with it. And Trump's no different. Let's go to Luke chapter 8, verse 17. Red letter, Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Go to Jeremiah chapter 49. Verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? His counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? The answer is they never had wisdom, because the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. Verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbor, and he is not. That's because he the one doing the spoiling. Spoil mean to rob. Verse 12. Oh, we go to 11. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. But thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Thou art, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Your punishment coming, bro. Verse 15, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make of thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. And the Lord is starting to bring them down, make them small, make them hated. Everybody discussed it with this man, this walking abomination they call Donald Trump. Amos chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for the 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. That's talking about the United States, because you are people before you are a place. Basra and Teman, those were towns or cities inhabited by Edomites. So this is a rough translation of what the Lord's about to do to the United States, because everywhere there are Edomites, it's considered Teman and Basra and Dedan. It's like Israelites. We are people before we are a place. Just because we're not in Israel doesn't mean we're not no longer Israelites. No, we still Israelites regardless of where we at on this planet. Where you live does not determine your nationality. The nationality of your father determines your nationality. You are of your father's seed. Well, we know how Esau lied. That's a whole nother lesson. Let's keep moving. Proverbs chapter 16. Verse 28, a froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. And that's all Trump is, man. This man lives to bring forth division among people. I mean, look how much he lying on Obama right now. My thing is this. He trying to accuse Obama of rigging the 2016 election. If that's the case, were you in on it, Donald Trump? Because if I can remember correctly, you won that election. So even if this shit is true, I mean, he's just throwing out desperate distractions right now. Even if this scenario was true, you in trouble too, Trump, because you the only one that benefited from winning a presidential election. So were you in cahoots with Obama if he did it? You ain't thinking your lies through, bro. And no more wisdom and teaming. Let's go to Proverbs 29. Verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Verse 12, if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. Pam Bondi, all of them. Tulsi Gabbard, yeah, all of them wicked. Wicked ass liars and thieves. To take the heat off them, they're going to lie on Obama. I mean, that's desperate, childish ass lies, man. All you doing is making yourself look more and more guilty by throwing out pointless bullshit ass distractions. You constantly deflecting, changing the subject, getting emotional when somebody bring up the word Jeffrey. Yeah, you guilty, bro. You look guilty. You sound guilty. And you smell guilty. Romans chapter 16, verse 18. For they are such that serve not our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, but their own belly. Listen to this, MAGA. And by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple. He got you. You believed every lying word that came out of his mouth. Now your heart broke because this man that you worship could possibly well be an alleged pedophile. Get this one. Psalms chapter 12, verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. That's why Trump gutted the White House as soon as he got in there. He can't have no honest people around him telling on him. He needs yes men. He needs people he can buy, he can pay off. That's your current administration today. Because Pam Bondi, she's the attorney general. She could have released this shit without Trump's permission. But Trump intimidated her, told her to make it go away. Those are not the words of an innocent man. Psalm chapter 73, verse 5. They're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Go to Psalm chapter 28. Hold up. This is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. That's Esau every day, all day, depending on lies. Lie. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's why it's so natural to him to lie. And don't feel shit behind it. Just lie. Desperate, childish, impulsive lies. That's all he got for you. Go to Proverbs chapter 17. Verse 23. A wicked man taketh the gift out of the bosom to pervert the ways of judgments. That's why he legalized bribery when he came back in office. He either gonna bribe you or intimidate you. Let's get First Colossians. Chapter 3. Hold up. Chapter 3. Damn it, man. We'll come back to that one. It's not pumping up. Well, unless I spelled it wrong. Anywho, let's keep it pushing. Go to Matthew. Chapter 23. Red letter lawyer Howard Shah speaking. Verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Trump does not know what the word humble means. He's too proud to know what that means. So he's going to be abased. And you best believe if he survived this nuclear lake of fire, normal Edomites going to beat the fuck out of him daily. Because they just pissed off at him as the rest of the world. So Yahweh Ratazah, we just going to sit back with our popcorn and watch Edomites beat the shit out of Edomites. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, let Satan get an advantage of us. We're not ignorant of his devices. We know this man is deflecting because he's guilty. You don't need a courtroom and a judge to see that he's guilty. And they might take this video down. I really don't care. I ain't saying nothing that don't nobody know already. Isaiah chapter 26. Verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Yeah. You got, I forgot the Republican name, but he jumped on the TV and said that he wants to release the files, but they taking certain precautions because of the victims' names. No, you don't give a fuck about the victims. If you cared about the victims, that wouldn't have happened to them. You care about these elites' names being exposed. And it's the same guy that had a hand in blocking the release of these files 3 times. But you say you want to put it out for the public because they deserve transparency. So why you block it 3 times? Because you scared of your dad. You scared of taco meat. This is the dumbest administration, and you Edomites of the United States, this is going to be the last lesson y'all learn. Because it ain't going to happen again. You'll never have another government. So next time when when y'all go into captivity and you're in your little cliques, next time somebody try to rise up like Trump to lead y'all going to beat the shit out of them. This is going to be the last lesson y'all learn before y'all go into captivity. Anytime you got a corrupt president that's obviously corrupt, y'all going to handle it this time instead of just letting him do what the hell he want to do. Because he's going to be the cause of y'all going into captivity. He's not going to be the reason. The reason is because Edomites are wicked and the Lord is going to pay y'all back for what y'all did to us. He's going to be the cause. We told y'all Trump, the Lord put Trump in office for our sakes, not yours. Because he put it on Trump's spirit, which we believe, starting with the apostles and elders, bishops on down, is Nero in the reincarnation. And if you know your history, you know Nero is the guy that destroyed Rome. And when the police and the guards was closing in on him, you know what Nero did? He killed himself. And it's the same weak-ass spirit of Donald Trump. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. You Edomites, it's like y'all a spoiled child that never had an ass whooping. You finna get your ass whooped now as soon as the Lord pull up. That's the spirit speaking to children. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. and thy princes eat in the morning. He's very childish. I know children with more maturity than Donald Trump. That's sad. But this is your so-called exalted leader, MAGA. If this is your leader, I can imagine the followers. Y'all must be really fucked up. Get this one. Oh, we already got that one. If a ruler hearkens the lies, all his servants are wicked. Exactly. James chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's why he lying every 30 seconds and can't remember the last lie he told for shit, because he told so many. But y'all trust in this. Y'all trust in lies. Y'all trust in pedophilia. You trust in murder. You trust in theft. Yeah, you trust in all those things, because all those things are what America is. Land of the free, but everything costs, even to the point where they just take shit out your check before you even see how much you done made. But everything, this is a land of the free. No, it's not. Y'all just rehearse, y'all just repeat, y'all parrots. Y'all repeat the lies you've been told, seeing that it's not true. You people refuse to believe your eyes and ears when it comes to dealing with reality, but you'll accept every lie that comes out of that White House. That's why you in this position today. That's why you in this condition today. That's why this country is on a decline today, because you people who had the power to do something about all this corruption, you did nothing. And now you can't put the animal back in the cage. Cognitive dissonance is expensive. Racism is expensive. And not dealing with reality, a very huge expense that y'all about to pay with y'all asses. Furthermore, proving that you're unfit to rule. Psalms chapter 50. Hold on, let's go to the blue letter. Psalms chapter 50. Verse 22. Oh, that ain't it. Hold on. It is Psalms chapter 50. It's a lot here, but we're going to start at 16. And this is a testimony against Esau. This is why he's so lawless. The Lord made him lawless by nature. Psalm chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee? When thou sawest a thief, then thou contendest with him, and have been partakers with adulterers. See? Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Esau. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14. And this is talking about the punishment of the elites that's coming real quick. Verse 9, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. That means the Lord saying that while you falling, hell is coming up to meet your ass halfway. And that is a parable indicating the end of your rulership, basically. Because hell is a condition, not a place. Esau's in his heaven right now because he's in rulership. He's about to fall from heaven as fast as lightning, just like Lucifer, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. And he's going to be in his hell. Hellish conditions, which is slavery. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee. Even all the chief ones of the earth, it has raised up from the thrones all the kings of the nations. Yeah, all these world leaders, especially them elites, been planning this shit from the jump. Yeah. Small hats, yeah, y'all in that group too. Throw y'all asses on in the pot too. Now let's go to chapter 48. Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. This explains why Trump's so nervous, why he ain't getting no sleep. He just looked tired. He looked stressed out. He looked worried. Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. There is no peace, saith the Lord Yahweh, unto the wicked. Why is there no peace? Because these are not peaceful people. They were not given empathy. Isaiah chapter 59, we start at verse 7. 6. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. Unfit rulers. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. That's why everybody distancing themselves from Trump right now. Because whosoever deal with him shall not know peace. That's why all his lawyers are quitting. Some of his cabinet members are quitting. Which is very wise, because when he goes down, you do not want to be attached to this man. Because he's desperate. He's a desperate liar by nature. He would throw anybody and anything under the bus to save his own ass. So if he's drowning, it ain't no thing for him to pull you under to save his own ass. So it'd be a very wise thing to get away from this impetuous, desperate liar. And he's very impulsive. Get this one. Second Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. Y'all ain't got away with shit. If anything, you are earning your judgment. See, right now, Trump is earning his shame. Then his judgment coming. Just like all you other people that's out there doing wickedness. You're earning your shame. And then you're going to get your judgment. Let's go to 1 Timothy. See what he do. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Yeah, Trump, he's in a bad place right now because money can't save him right now. And they're not afraid of doing jail time. They're more afraid of their reputations being destroyed. But you destroyed your own legacy. You destroyed your own name. You destroyed the Trump name as if it wasn't shit. It didn't have any value anyway, but shit, you took it on out the game. Good job. Told you. We were created to create. Edomites were created to destroy. All that money, you still end up on everybody's shit list, greatly despised. Your money can't save you. And now you about to get a bad rapport. You're going to be known as the wicked. People going to keep their kids away from you because you are known as a potential pedophile, allegedly. Now, let's go to Proverbs. We're about to close a couple more scripts. I want to get these scriptures, though, because while I'm reading them, if you close your eyes, these scriptures describe Trump to a T, as if whoever wrote these scribes, they were looking at Nero. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 12. A naughty person, a wicked man walking with a froward mouth. Froward means you're difficult to get along with. That's why all his cabinet members and his attorneys are quitting. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teaches with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. See? Division. He's sowing division, always keeping people at each other's throats. He never caused people to come together in unity. No, that's not Esau's nature. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Did this not just come out the blue? Yep. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Now, Epstein's younger brother making statements saying that when he went to view the body, the pathologist told him two pathologists told him that this looks more like a homicide than a suicide. And he was like, why? And the pathologist told him that because they've been doing this for 30, 40 years, and they specialize in prison deaths. So when Jeffrey's brother asked him, why you say that? They said, because when somebody usually hang themselves, it's either 1 or 2 bones broken max. Jeffrey Epstein had 3 bones broken. Homicide. And I just saw this today. Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer was found dead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Salakia. I just had to tell y'all that while it was on my mind, because if not, I would have forgot it again. But this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked imaginations. Just lying on everybody. Lie on Obama, lie on Russia, lie on China. A heart that divides a wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. We told y'all, Trump was a walking abomination. Nothing. This man holds nothing sacred, not even his family, because if he did, he wouldn't have sold out to the fake Jews for $100 million to destroy this country if he cared about his family. Or anybody, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Trump doesn't care about nobody but himself. He'll throw anybody under the bus to save his own orange ass. He has proven this many, many times. All right, let's get this one. We can close on this one. This is Isaiah chapter 24. And this describes what's about to happen to all these elites. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 21. And it shall come to pass that in that day that the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and they shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. You know why we ain't tripping on all these FEMA camps and all these concentration camps Esau building? Because the ones that he's building in the United States are going to be destroyed. And the ones he's building abroad, he's building his own house. You're building your own prisons, idiots. But like Napoleon said, if your enemies are making mistakes, you never interrupt. So y'all better make that bitch nice and comfortable because you're going to be there for the next 1,000 years. Call Halayim Lala, Hayanaw Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malakia by Hashem, Harawat Wakahak Wadash, Barakathum, the water by Babawa Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.